Welcome back to the online series lecture on signals and system. I am discussing with you convolution. We are doing some critical problems in convolution. The last sessions we discussed a unit step with a unit step and a unit step with a rectangular signal, a rectangular with a rectangular signal. But remember, when you do rectangular signal, width you should be careful. Okay, larger width and smaller width. Now unit step with the exponential. Okay, so what is the preliminary work? Just a recall. What is your u of t? The signal is unit step signal. And diagram, just I told I am going to skip. If it is t, it is x of t. If it is tau, it is x of tau. This is the fixed signal. What about the next signal I have to do? The exponentially decaying signal. Good. This is e power minus t. But I don't want all the places. I need only for u of t, that is right side. Yes, this is your h of t. Now what about the general work you have to learn? If it is t, it is h of t. If it is tau, it is h of tau. So this is the given signal. H of t, if it is t axis, h of tau, it is h tau axis. Next, let us reflect. Please remember, if you reflect, amplitude will vary. That we will discuss later. This is h of minus tau. And what about the generalizing statement? 0 plus t, am I right? H of minus tau plus t. So, this is your fixed signal. This is your moving signal. Using these two sketches, we have to start the convolution. Now, I always say, draw the fixed signal. This is the moving signal. Preferably, which side I should draw? Left side I have to draw. With this, we will start the convolution. What is the infinite sequence right side and there is an infinite sequence left side? Right now the amplitude is 0. Now you should guess what are the different possible amplitudes. Come on. When it crosses, there will be increasing type of amplitude, but it will not go up to infinity. It will not end and it will go up to infinity. And what about the next sketch? Let me give. Recall. This h is crossing so that the amplitude starts increasing. Up to where it is increasing dot dot dot. This side also dot dot dot. Up to infinity it will increase. So what about the amplitude here? 0. Where to where? From minus infinity. Is it up to touching here? Yes. What should be the t value it will touch here? It is 0. This is increasing type of amplitude. Recall two important issues. Integration. What is the limit? Range. What is the value? Okay. What is the common place? That is the limit. So this h and x is common here. That is 0 to t. What is the range? Starting from where? This value 0. Ending up to where? Infinity. One critical point here. What is the amplitude? X signal 1. H signal. What is the amplitude of the h? E power minus t. Most of us will write e power minus t. Absolutely wrong. Because this is not the given sketch there. You have did lot of modification. You did reflection, you have generalized. Can you recall? Given is x of t. You modified x of tau. What is the preliminary work? Recall. Given is h of t. You modified h of tau. You modified h of minus tau. You modified h of minus tau plus t. Hello? This much work we did. What about x signal 1? What about h signal e power minus t? But when I convert, amplitude doesn't change because constant. When I convert, amplitude do change because it is considered a variable. So far this problem was not there because so far when you took unit step signal or a rectangular signal, it was a constant amplitude. Now it is a variable amplitude. What modification you did here, same modification you do here. T become tau. T become minus tau. Sorry. T become tau. Tau become minus tau. Recall, tau become minus tau. Tau become minus tau. Obey the format. T become tau. Tau become minus tau. Don't do minus into minus plus because what is the next step? Add t with minus tau. Add t with minus tau. Come on. Add t with minus tau. I did the same format. Next step you can show the mathematical work. If you put minus inside, it will be e power tau minus t. Am I right? So this is amplitude of this signal 1. This is amplitude of the H signal. Who is that? E power tau minus t. Am I right? This will be here e power tau minus t d tau. Now I have to just do the integration. I have to get the answer. Just if you can break it, it will be e power tau, e power minus t d tau integration. Am I right? So integration is with respect to tau. E power minus t you take it outside. E power tau d tau. Once you do integration, what will be the result? E power minus t is outside. What is integration of e power tau is tau. Limit, what are the limits? T 0. So e power minus t, upper limit minus lower limit. What is e power 0? 1. So e power minus t, e power t minus 1. If you want to multiply inside, otherwise leave it. Nothing wrong about that. That's all. What is the final conclusion? There are two amplitudes. 0 amplitude, e power minus t, e power t minus 1. This is where minus infinity less than t less than 0. This is where 0 less than t less than infinity. So this is your final answer. Make a note of it. So when we do some complicated convolution problems like variable amplitudes, the result you should make sure that you are obeying the amplitude changes, and final result you no need to sketch because it is a variable amplitude. Okay. Now as a general discussion, whenever I give two signals, first step, draw the sketch. Next step, do the preliminary work. That is x of t become x of tau, h of t become h of tau, h of minus tau, h of minus tau plus t. Once you do these two work, draw both at the same time. One is a fixed signal, other is a moving signal, preferably let's say. Then you start do the convolution. What is convolution? You should start move because three operations, shifting. Okay, you should move. And you should identify with your fundamental analysis what are the different changes in the amplitude, like increasing, constant, decreasing, 0 amplitude. That analysis you should do. And once you start move, you identify what are the integration limits, you identify what are the t range. Most of the time, integration limit you will get a confusion, t range you will get a confusion. I told you, integration limit is nothing but a common place. In case, if you have a signal like this, and if you have a signal like this, the common place is this should be the limit. Sometime you may get a problem like this. So let's say minus 3, 1, 2. Amplitudes 1 and minus 1. And let me say there is one more sketch where I do have an amplitude like this. Okay, let us say 1 plus t and 3 plus t. Let us be like this. Now, if I do like this, what is the common place? This is the common place. What is the limit? Minus 3 to 1 plus t. Not an issue. x amplitude 1, the moving signal amplitude is 1, you can go ahead. Where to where? The range. When this signal touches here, the value. When this signal touches here or this signal touches here, it depends on the gap. Okay, be careful, it depends on the gap. The range will be there. Now, the next critical issue is if you have such amplitudes 1 plus t, 3 plus t, what is the trouble? You are going to have a common place here, am I right? X, H, 1 into 1. Another common place is there here. 1 into minus 1. What is 1 into minus 1? Minus 1. I will get the amplitude answer. So, under that situation, when you do integration, be careful. You should do double integrations. First range, 3 plus t to 1. Second range, 1 to 1 plus t. In the first range, 1 into 1 d2. In the next range, 1 into minus 1 d2. This is the theory. Don't think that it is not overlapping. Think that when you multiply, whether I will get an answer. Red color 1, blue color minus 1. If you multiply 1 into minus 1, amplitude I will get. So do the integration separately, get the answer separately, add both and give the result. Okay. Under that situation, you should be careful while doing the integration limit. Okay. So this is the generalized discussion I would like to do with you in convolution. Let us do convolution sum, which is in the discrete convolution sum, and some more problems in convolution sum, that is in the discrete signal, in the following session. Thank you.